last month our federal government was short from paying its bills. We didn't have enough money, so we weren't short $10,000, $100,000. We were short $432 billion, meaning we had to print that money out of thin air and create worse inflation, or we had to borrow the money from investors or other countries and pay them back with very high interest payments, because all of a sudden it's become very risky to let America borrow money, right? And this is why your mortgage payment rates are double or triple of other countries, because they have to get the money somehow and pay these investors back, right? Now, this isn't like every year where red states like Alabama don't make enough money to sustain their very livelihood, their roads, their schools, et cetera, et cetera. And they depend on blue states like California, who pay more into the federal government, and then that money gets used to sustain red states, right? There's only so much that you can tax people in blue states before everyone's out on the street, right? To sustain this very livelihood in America, because that's what happens every year. What's surprising about this is that, our federal government has known for a long time that this is unsustainable, right? And so what's surprising is how fast this is all happening, right? We're watching the desperation in real time. One minute we're talking about sending people over into Mexico, our biggest trading partner, and battling cartels in the hopes that we destabilize that country and eventually extract their resources. The next minute we're talking about taking over Canada, our perhaps our second biggest trading partner. And we're seeing the desperation in Iran trying to take their resources. We're willing to starve our troops because all the military bases in the Middle East have been destroyed, so we can't even get food to them fast enough, right? Meanwhile, on Fox News and Newsmax, they're making fun of the troops for not being able to suck it up and starve for the country. And much like the collapse of Rome in America, we're trying to distract people with sports. We have states borrowing a stupid amount of money to pay for stadiums that we can't afford to pay for, right? You can try to distract people with sports all you want, but people are starting to find out about what's happening, and you can try to prevent riots and everything else.